Okay, so on the topic of the longevity, a lot of folks are looking at all the biohacks you can do out there, eating perfectly and getting great exercise and great sleep. Those are all great things, especially a lot of the things that come out lately, like uh, infrared light treatment, which is great. Um, Ton of supplements that are great, and just getting great sleep, being active, eating great, sleeping great, everything is all great. Those things all do matter. However, there's one thing you can do to make a bigger impact quicker. Now, what might that be? Depends on you and your situations. So, a lot of people still have bad habits that they grew up with or grew up in a different time with, like me. When I grew up, you know, having a beer or two every now and then was fine. Turns out it does mess up your gut biome, and it's not great for longevity, especially if you're trying to be more trim. And then the calories alone are not helpful either. So if you look at all your habits that you are doing, are you getting great sleep? Is one of them. I know I mentioned sleep is a good thing, but if you're not getting good sleep, that is now a bad habit. So you're going to want to work on what you can do to get all your stuff done during the day, wind down at a proper time, and go to bed and get at least 7 hours. Those are the things that you can do to start right there. Now, if you don't get good sleep, you're going to have you're increasing your risk for like diabetes, heart attacks, and stuff like that. All stem from a lack of sleep. Okay, um, we'll do a deeper dive on sleep another time, but for now, um, one thing I want to add to that actually. So with a lack of sleep, you are also lowering your willpower. So if you have good sleep for a few days, but then those 2 nights you didn't get good sleep, your willpower is now down. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to skip my healthy breakfast and get some McDonald's breakfast. So it's ready to go. It's fine. Well, habits do add up, but now you have two negatives against you in one day. That's your bad sleep, and then now you're eating trash for breakfast. So getting good sleep is a good foundation to get started with, of course. So let's look at other habits though. What are you snacking with? What are you eating after too late at night sort of thing? You want to eat at least 3 hours, or no more eating at least 3 hours before bed. That's going to allow your body to get ready for digestive modes and to sleep better. So if you have a full stomach, you're not going to sleep as well, and the food won't digest as well either. So you want to make sure you cut out eating at least 3 hours prior to going to sleep. Also helps with your wind down process too. So let's look at other things. Like now, obviously, there's these easy things like smoking. If you're smoking, do everything you can right now to quit smoking. Now, as a former smoker, I will say I did gain a lot of weight right away. And that's because I was eating like crazy, like snacks. So have a plan to subside the nicotine cravings and the snacking cravings. Have a plan, okay? You might gain a few pounds, you might snack a little bit, that's fine, but have a plan to get around that. Uh, Maybe it's nicotine gum or whatever it might be. I went cold turkey, but that's also probably why I was snacking so much. So keep that in mind when you're ready to quit smoking. Have a plan. Um, and get ready to be active as well. That would have helped me not gain so much weight back then. But that was like 10 years ago me, and it's a different me now. But if you are smoking, do what you can do to quit smoking immediately and quick. Okay, work as hard as you can to quit smoking. That is number one. Okay, drinking, same thing. I would say get rid of that off your. If your goal is to live past 100, quit drinking pretty soon. At least get ready to have one drink a month, that sort of thing. Um, but having a couple beers a day is not going to help your longevity. Now, there are articles out there, folks that have lived to 100, 110, whatever, and or millions of people in their 90s that still drink. And sometimes those same people are still smoking. That isn't everybody, okay? Those people also probably grew up walking to work and walking 20,000 steps a day. They probably ate better because they had um, way less processed foods on the table that are available in the grocery stores back then. So they probably had a good foundation of their health. You don't know for sure. So I wouldn't use that as your, well, my grandma and grandpa smoked and drank until they were 95 and it was fine. It's a different generation. Um, I wouldn't count that as a something to count on. Okay, and not every family has that ability either. So I wouldn't make that your, oh, they did it, it's fine. It's not going to be fine, likely. So um, I wouldn't make that like you go to a wedding and have a beer or two, fine. But I'm not. I'm talking about the having a beer every weekend or every day for that matter. That's what you have to watch out for. I wouldn't have it on every weekend either. So it's you want your weekend to be a good catch up period and sleep well and rest. Alcohol's not going to help you get into that good sleep. It's another reason you want to quit drinking right there too. You're not hitting your correct deep and REM sleeps. Um, just junk food in general, right? If you're, let's say you're on the road, you're a truck driver, you're a salesperson that you're always on the road, you really don't have the best situations in your corner, right? You are on the road and you have to find somewhere to eat healthy all the time. If you're on the road and not in the same town all the time, you don't know where those good spots could be. So you have to plan ahead for those. That's going to require a lot of prep and planning and stuff like that. That really does have to go above and beyond the more meal preps. I would look for a specific meal plan that would help you, but just when you're out and about, just make the best choices you can when you are eating. I made the same situation before. If you're on the road with a family trip or something like that, and the kids want McDonald's, um, I always put my foot down, but they win, and I get a McDonald's. I'll go to a gas station and get a protein bar. Now, are protein bars excellent? No. But is it better than McDonald's? Yes. So I'm picking a better choice um, than McDonald's. So there are cleaner bars out there than some, but some have more junk, yes. But either way, I'm still doing better than McDonald's, if that makes sense. So plan ahead if you are going to go on the road is also good too. Speaking of sales, you probably know what dinner you're going to go out to with your client. So look ahead on your on the menu and pick something now. So you're not sitting there looking forever. You need to be there engaged in the sales conversation, not figuring out what you're going to eat. So you want to prepare. Okay, preparing is huge for meal planning, whether you work in the office or at home like myself. All those things need to be prepared and planned out, so you don't have a last second. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna get this because I don't have something prepared. Okay, that's usually how it happens. You're not prepared, and you just start eating whatever you want. So just being prepared alone will help you not have a last minute decision, or like I said earlier, if you have bad sleep, now you're not getting your willpower's down. You start eating like crap again because your willpower's down. But if you planned ahead, even with bad willpower, you should still be good because you have a meal ready to go in the fridge, just planned ahead, right? Um, let's see what else can we talk about. So just snacking in general, right? So even during the day, um, I snack here during the day, but I have fruit, I have protein yogurts, Greek yogurts and stuff like that, and my meals are full of protein. So I'm full, and I'm not eating garbage just because I'm like, well, I'm here. Let's have some chips or something like that. I used to be like that for sure, but keeping that stuff out of your pantry is really going to be the key. But just if you have to have it in the pantry for the kids in the house or whatever, you have to do the best you can to not snack into that stuff right away. So again, um, preparing is the name of the game here. So if your family wants chips in the pantry, okay, find something you can put in the pantry to subside yourself. If you're like, I just need something. All right, so get a Costco bag size of pistachios. It's that big, and you just grab a handful. Boom. That's as long as your meals are pretty on point. That should keep you full a little longer. All right. Again, your situation could be different, and you want to make sure you are um, taking out things that are bad habits first. Again, all the longevity steps you can do are great, but having the bad things out first matter more. I'd rather you say, okay, I didn't eat that great, but I did quit smoking. Great, that's an amazing step. That's better than I did this week because I'm still maintaining and kind of coasting at this point in my uh, longevity journey. But if you need to quit smoking, do that first. Okay. Hope this helps you. Let me know what did help you and what other questions I can answer for you. Um, We should have a lot more longer videos out here soon for you. Let me know what topic I can dive into for you, because guess what? I want to help you. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe, like the video and subscribe to the channel so I know how many people are out there watching, so I can do more videos the best I can for you. My goal is to make sure you are getting better every single day. Have a good one.